What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Yo, what's poppin', all my peeps? It is I, your host of the most Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts. We're gonna scratch it. Start again. Third time's a charm. Yo, what's poppin', all my peeps? It is I, your host of the most Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, welcoming you back to my house for another edition of the house show presented to you by Underground Industries. It's not just me, Patty P, here. I'm joined, as always, by the founding father himself, representing the hashtag Porch Gang, Mr. KB. What's poppin', my dude?
What up? We're out here vibing and thriving.
Porch Gang.
I'll tell you what, the Porch Gang did not enjoy WrestleMania. I'll tell you that much.
What? I don't see. Here's the thing about
big,
that.
Stinky thumbs down.
Really? You and the rest of the IWC felt that way.
Two giant stinky thumbs down. Boring.
We're gonna go. Don't you worry.
That's all we're talking.
We're gonna address. We're gonna talk about all of it on the house show. If we're just, I was gonna have a little bit more of a peppier intro to that. People have
the wrestling stunk. Vegas stunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I lived it last year. It stunk then.
I felt like I was watching the As Seen on TV channel with all the commercials that were playing.
Oh, that As Seen on TV. Yeah, that shit.
I was waiting for OxyClean and the ShamWow and the Slap Chop to show up.
Slap Chop.
Flex Seal, ready? WrestleMania,
Flex Seal goes hard.
WrestleMania needed some Flex Seal to stop the leak of how bad that WrestleMania was.
Dude, they had 32 marketing partners involved in this. That makes so much sense to why they had so many ads. And that was that and a few other things were my issues. Yeah, WrestleMania in Vegas Part 2 did not hit how it should have. Now, would it have been different if it was in New Orleans? I don't know. I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is that WWE got greedy, took the money and ran back to Vegas for WrestleMania Part 2, and it felt like they were just trying to go bigger than last year.
The city of New Orleans cursed them for pulling out.
Cursed. That's why we had the Danhausen. It really just felt like they were trying to continue I don't even know. Point is, it was a flop. They should have went somewhere else, and it's still good. I don't want to just completely disregard the product. It's still good, but goddamn, there's other. Well, that's my point. I was transitioning into saying that. Thank God that wrestling as a whole is hot right now, and that WWE is, we'll say, on the cool down of sorts. We have AEW that's popping off right now. I didn't get to watch it yet because we went to the Sox game last night, and really, I think I am a masochist at this point watching that game. The amount of pain that I've gone through between WrestleMania and watching the Red Sox live. It was, that's hot right now. You have the indie scene with, I could write you a whole list. I could have my own list of pits of indies wrestlers or indie promotions even, that you should be watching, and TNA is not doing bad either. So, yeah, we're going to talk. It's going to be the WrestleMania breakdown show because I have a lot of feelings that I got to get off. I kind of got a little bit of them off my chest. I mean, we're going to talk Raw after Mania as well, depending on how the conversation goes. I had Raw after Mania talk with Sarah over on No Nights Off. Go check that out on Spotify as well as YouTube. Over on the No Nights Off channel, YouTube, we talked Raw after Mania and not fully my thoughts about WrestleMania as a whole. And that's why we are stepping into the house to talk about it.
Stunk. Like, we talked about this last year.
See, I wanted to... Okay.
When you came on Underground with me and Harrison to
Correct.
go over your Vegas escapades.
Yeah.
We said Monday after Mania should be like this big, giant additional event. Like, that should be like, we talk about it off pod. Like, that's like season blank episode 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's your series premiere. And even that, like,
I thought it was fine. That's the thing. Like, they're following a formula. They're following a formula.
That's the problem, though, for me as a casual fan. If that's supposed to be like your kickstart to your new season, it can't just be fine. Like, well, you've gotta kick stuff off. Like, you gotta like set the tone, and with it just being fine, it's just like, yeah, we're content with what happened. And
so the casual,
because it was a bad WrestleMania from a casual fan perspective.
It was a one match Mania, which kind of sucks, and we've had those in the past.
WrestleMania, that should not be the case.
That's like, you're gonna look back on WrestleMania 42 and talk about how awesome CM Punk Roman Reigns was, how that is an all-time WrestleMania match, and then you're gonna talk about the other thing. Well, you see, you don't get the history. No, you don't know. This was awesome. As someone who has been watching this unfold in real time, it was phenomenal. And dumb. Yeah. Well, you know what? It was bad. It was good. It was bad. I can't. I'm.
It was so bad. Yeah. It was so boring.
All right. So let's start with We'll start with the negatives of what was wrong with those kick off the house show with our appetizer of what went wrong. Like, what were the things that pissed you off?
It's a 4-hour show. When you were at WrestleMania 40, I was watching because I'm also like timing when we were going to pick you up.
Obviously.
Like, cool. It's in Philly. Let's see what happens. WrestleMania 42 has completely like given validation to my theory that WWE in this TKO era is in their post-Avengers Endgame era. Full send. WrestleMania 42 was Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
I also thought that was just fine. So you're no,
because here's the thing with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Jonathan Majors is no longer in the MCU. The whole storyline it
doesn't make sense anymore.
Kiboshed. It makes no sense. Just like this whole WrestleMania, the whole storyline is kiboshed because they're done with it. Stinky. They're in their post Endgame era. Full send. Put it on a quote card. I'm talking to future me. They're in their post Endgame era. First thing first, it's a 4-hour show.
I don't know. It wasn't.
It's supposed to be.
It was not. I'll let you know right now. That shit was not 4 hours.
Right.
And I'm pissed about that. That's what I'm pissed about.
You had maybe 90 minutes of in-ring wrestling.
It was like close to 90 minutes.
I think it ended up being like 120.
I saw like in the 110s.
Something like that. But then commercials, there was 114 minutes. Like the in-ring wrestling time versus commercial time was almost the same number. That to me, and I get it, because regular people complain about ads in like baseball stadiums that pays the employees and everything. Guess what? WrestleMania is making buku bucks. WWE is making buku bucks that you don't need to have 114 minutes of commercials on your WrestleMania show.
Yeah.
On top
You don't.
of the insane loops and just rabbit holes you have to jump through to even get to WrestleMania now because of what the ESPN agreement is.
Yeah.
It was a bad viewing experience from that standpoint.
Well, yeah, and the viewing experience would probably be better if the ads weren't really ads, like they were disguised as something
or
else,
even
and
it's
that's
like,
something
it's
that
this match presented by blank.
and they've done that before.
Right,
and they've done that
exactly. Like they've done that time and time again, even when I've watched casually, and that I'm fine with. Like that's normal advertising. Like do your thing. Like
Yeah,
here's your post-match interview presented by blank. Totally fine.
cool. That's what we
The commercial breaks.
And that's what I want to talk about the
Crazy.
commercial, but the commercial breaks that I said this to you off camera that if WrestleMania is going to be the Super Bowl of wrestling, it's going to have to follow the similar formula and structure as the Super Bowl in the NFL. And one of the big things is commercials in the Super Bowl, how that's part of the experience. Where you're not a sport, you don't have to follow that guideline. What you can do with those ads is if it's an ad for something, you can tie it into a story. You can tie it into the match. Like to get ads in there, you don't need to just do generic style. You're pro wrestling, sports entertainment. That's the last word I just said. It's entertainment. So do something that's entertaining that also is a throw in for an ad. It's possible.
Your sports entertainment, it was not an entertaining WrestleMania.
Well, and it wasn't. It can't be when you have things cluttered with ads. When you're seeing more freaking.
I talked about this a ton as well. Like when you were first trying to draw me into the dark side of wrestling.
Of wrestling, what the world is, correct.
WrestleMania is supposed to be your big expose to draw in as many casuals
yes, it is.
as possible, and be like, "Hey, this is what this is all about."
Mm-hmm.
If that was my first time. And we talked about this too, like WrestleMania, it being like, it should be a lot of people's first time watching wrestling is WrestleMania. If that was my first experience with WWE and my first experience with WrestleMania, I don't know if I'm watching it for a long time because it turned me off that bad.
Really?
It was just not good. And I know like we have this high standard for WrestleMania 40, rightfully so. But like even older WrestleManias in the past were far more entertaining than this.
Far more.
But
there's also been worse, and that's where I'll say the old man on the mountain like feeling here because I've been around for so many bad ones.
When we were sitting here last year on Underground talking about your escapades in Vegas, we were like, "Ooh, that WrestleMania kind of like missed the mark a little." I think last year was way better.
Ooh. Really?
Across the board, there was more stuff to talk about than this. This had 1.5 moments.
All right, I'll give you that. You had
Cena for everyone who wanted that. You had Cena. You had Obafemi.
Mm-hmm.
What else? When we look back at this WrestleMania 5 years from now, what else is going to stand out? Minus the Brock Lesnar.
Retirement, shock rally, Shock Valley. That was crazy. What's going to stand out is
like that's what
the main event. It's going to be no. I'll tell you
what they're going to remember it because that's where Brock Lesnar retired.
Well, no, they're also going to remember it for the main event of Punk Roman.
5 years
You're going
from now,
to have
they're going to remember that
100%. It was one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. And I can't. I know you're going to. I hate to break it to you, KB. You're in the minority here. It's not just me saying it. It's Fightful saying it. It's even old man Meltzer, who I don't agree with all the time, but when we're agreeing, they're going to remember that. And you're going to have the diehard wrestling fans remember the Danhausen bit. You're going to have to remember that because that was entertaining. That was really good for what it was.
But I don't
and
know
you're going to also...
that people are going to like... cognizantly remember that. Like that'll be something like somebody brings up and they're like, "Oh yeah, like that happened." I don't think front of lobe 5 years from now, people are gonna remember all the things you're rattling off. That's just me.
And they'll at least give. I'm telling you, they will at least be rattling off Punk Roman. It was one of the greatest WrestleMania main events of all time. I was so happy to be. I was happy to be watching that with our stadium at PEEPS. I was watching with Shake and Nard Dog and then Presidente T Lamb. So that was fun. I was glad to be watching it in a group. And I will side with you on the negative side of this match. And I don't know if this is my own personal feelings or if I've just been conditioned over the past few years to think like this. When the match ends, and Roman has the title and he's celebrating, walking around the ring. Everyone in the live stream is on the edge of our seats wanting more. Like expecting something to happen. Like, oh, this can't be it. All right, so like who's coming down? Like who's going to come and celebrate? Or are the Usos going to come down? Is someone going to just challenge him? You know, I feel that my brain has been conditioned to feel like that. And because of that, I was left a little bit, wind sucked out of me, other than the fact that Punk lost, my guy lost. But the match itself was so fantastic. It told an amazing story of the old man who couldn't do it anymore. When he drops Punk, he tries to go for the same Shield spot or same GTS into a second GTS when they go off the ropes and then land back on his shoulders. He did it to every member of the Shield except for Roman. That's a cool little story thing. And, you have the match was great. I thought it was a good match. I know you disagree with me there, and that's okay. That's fine, because it's going to get better. I promise you, it will be better with this. I don't know, but anyways,
it was not good. Like
I do.
And is part of that me saying that because I think Roman Reigns has zero personality and a wet paper towel is more entertaining than him? Yes.
You and Sarah would get along, or thick as thieves when you come to that.
He stinks. He's so boring. Like he's got the personality of Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy with veneers.
I mean, that's like we just call Roman Plank now. That's funny.
Roman Planks.
But like that's your is that your only issue?
The build up, not to cut you off, like the build up to this whole WrestleMania as a whole. I'm not even saying just that match, but like the whole build up just felt so tacky. Like it felt so forced. It felt so like we gotta scramble because we know we fucked up by going back to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta try to make this something bigger than it is, and it just it was like taking a swig of flat soda the whole time.
Except for the main event on Sunday.
Flat soda WrestleMania.
You weren't entertained by the ladder match?
Putting that main event, that's like putting ice in flat soda.
Okay, so it's refreshing.
I think I'm fixing it because it's making bubbles. But it's not doing anything to enhance what it should be, and that's carbonate.
Mm-hmm.
You're just watering down more.
You're just watering down the. That was what you hated the most, or it seems like you hated the most out of this was the ads and then the main event.
I hated the ads. I hated the main event, and just the lack of like memorable moments. Like I was saying, like sitting here a year removed from last year's, like I remember Dominic Mysterio sitting at the table eating chicken tenders, and that wasn't even part of the matches, but I remember that. Like that's memorable. That's like that was like his like welcome to the big leagues, pal. Like moment. Like he had his moment in the sun, and this year just this was like tier list F. They failed.
I'll tell you
big
this.
time. Like as an entire production, it was just bad, and they were trying to do damage control. It's hysterical they didn't let the ESPN reporter in to cover WrestleMania.
That's a whole other story. That's not a good
Just
look by WWE. They
bad.
kicked out the guy who does the tours of stadium. You know, do you follow that account? He does like stadium tours.
Oh yeah, I did. I bookmarked his tweet because I want to try to get him on the show.
Oh, good. Yeah. Shout if you're watching this, dude, come on the show and explain, because I was watching this and so confused because the first post he had was just a shot of him in the crowd, and it was during one of maybe the iShow Speed match. Yeah, it was the iShow Speed. Him jumped off the top rope or something, and then his next thing was, I just got kicked out of WWE. You know, and usually for stuff like that, you would be, there's a cause. There's something like the video that he posted. There's something wrong with it. You know, he said a slur or something really bad or threatening to WWE. It was nothing. I didn't see anything. And then I watched the video of him getting kicked out. And even the security are like, dude, we don't want to do this. This is an order from our boss. You know, this is not an us decision. You can tell us that you have the greatest speech on why you should stay. It's not going to work. And that frustrated me for him, because you're not getting an answer. It's the TKO is really, really screwing with WWE. But that's the thing I was trying to bring up is my biggest gripe with the show itself. The time for matches really pissed me off.
Yeah.
When you have the first 4 matches go under 10 minutes, it was like 7:30 and I was like wide awake halfway through the show. It really irked me. I have some of the match links here because I DM'd them to Sarah. On night 1, you have Usos and LA Knight take on the Vision. That went 7 minutes. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre was 14 minutes. Women's 4-way tag match was 9 minutes. Becky AJ was 8 minutes. And then obviously Gunther Seth getting the 15. And then on night 2, this really irked me because this should be your cream of the crop night. Ober Brock went 5 minutes. The ladder match went 15. Trick and Sammy went 9. Demon and Dom went 13. It went too quick. It went so quick. There was nothing there's nothing on there is over 20 minutes except for the main events. And the main events should have actually gone shorter, to be quite honest with you.
Also, am I wrong for saying this? Tell me if I'm wrong or just like I missed things. Does the Vision whole storyline just feel like way too drawn out?
No, they're making lemons out of shit, or lemonade out of lemons. Thank you.
Like,
they're trying their best with it because it's not.
From what, 5 people? Like, it was Seth and Heyman, and then Seth got hurt, quote unquote,
and then Braun speared him,
and then Logan Paul, and then Masked Man, Austin Theory time, and then who was the other?
No, was it?
Wasn't there something
after
else?
Theory? No, after. Well, Speed was aligned with them,
not
but
Speed. Like, I thought there was like 4 guys even when Seth was hurt.
Bronson Reed.
That's what
you
I'm
say
thinking
him.
of. Thank you. No, I didn't.
He got
That's
hurt
what I was
too.
thinking of. Yeah,
and he got hurt too. So they got plagued with the injury bug.
Right.
And then right now you have the Vision as tag champs.
When that happens, I feel like you have the lack of pivot for me is throwing me off too. And I may be wrong there just by being a kid, but like when that happens, I feel like you have to have people ready to like create some sort of pivot, because let me tell you, Logan Paul and Austin Theory being puppeteered by Paul Heyman does nothing for me. Nothing. Like that.
Okay.
That is like just like, what's the point? Like, I got it when it was a full squad.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a whole like, it's like fucking Paul Heyman Dark Avengers. Like, I'm assembling a team. You're left with the 2 worst of the bunch.
No, you are at the moment, and that's I mean, thank God for Braun
That's
Breaker.
like the Avengers
being
going to
back.
fight Thanos with like fucking, like
Ant-Man.
and Drax.
Oof.
Like I like Drax, I like Ant-Man,
Love Drax.
but they're not beating Thanos.
No, you need the Avengers.
You got no
And
Hulk.
portals.
You got no Iron Man. You got no Captain America. You got no Thor.
Dude, you're tanking for a first.
No,
round pick
that's
with
actually
that
what
one.
it is. It's the Vision is left with their Hawkeye and Black Widow.
That's all you got. That's all you got is a
Austin
bow
Theory is
fucking
Black
arrow.
Widow, and Logan Paul is fucking Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye.
Dude, you got your fist in a bow and arrow, and you were going out there on Monday Night Raw, and you're trying.
International super spy, because Austin Theory decides to be a masked man all the time.
Which one is he? Which one
The
is he?
Avengers without the actual Avengers.
Oh, it is. And they're going up against the.
Because, like, am I
Trying
wrong
to
for,
defeat
like, feeling that way?
Ultron.
Like, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, like, being the Vision, like, that just feels lame.
And they're the tag champs, which makes it even worse.
Right.
To
it's
represent
like,
how awful the tag team division is on Monday Night Raw. It's not
so
good. I know.
Smelly. You
It is
smell that?
smelly.
That
I
smell,
do. My name.
smell that
Yeah, my name's
smells
Pitts.
Smelly.
Yeah,
It's not
my name.
anchovies. It's the Vision right now.
It's,
And with somebody
Smells
as
like
big
this.
as Paul Heyman too, like that's the thing that bothers me. This is kind of where I think of it too. With somebody as big and as influential and powerful as Paul Heyman is in the WWE landscape, both in and out of ring, you would think he would go to like storyline people and be like, "All right, we've got to replace these people while they're gone. I've got to find
you would
new
think.
people." Like, he's too much of a figurehead to just be complacent with Austin Theory and Logan Paul being tag team champs, and that's the Vision.
Well, they're very high on Logan Paul. So I think that's another reason why Heyman is aligned with him.
But it's
a little
also,
test
like,
run.
It's also just so weird. Like, I
agree with that. It is weird.
It's your favorite meal without seasoning. It's very bland.
You can't have bland birria tacos.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be
let me
terrible.
tell you folks at home, salt and pepper ain't seasoning.
To my Irish lads, it is. All right. To my lads across the pond,
That's
it
not
is.
seasoning. But that annoyed me. Is the whole Vision thing, and that's a whole lead up to WrestleMania situation too, because obviously the injuries happened beforehand and everything.
Yeah, they gotta get the tag belts off them.
At least
That's another big
we can always hang our hat on this, Patty Pitts, on this show. We were the number one day one Obafemi stands. Day one.
Let me tell you. Okay. Obafemi is going to be the next greatest of all time conversation when it comes to the future generations, when we have this crop of Braun breakers right now. You know, like I truly believe Obafemi is going to be a GOAT one day. That man has an aura and a swagger
that Gunther wishes he had.
No, don't you dare! Don't bring up Gunther right now. I'm in a good place.
Am I wrong?
No. Dude, that's two different things. That's two different. No, they're two different things. No. They're two different things.
Obafemi and Gunther on a menu, I'm taking Obafemi every day.
Well, yes.
Every day.
Dude, Obafemi, no.
He's got flavor. He's got zest.
Yeah, he's got everything.
Swagger. He's got aura.
He's got a strut. Gunther just poses. That's why. Gunther poses. Obafemi struts. There's a difference.
Is the birria tacos on the menu. Gunther is just a burrito.
Mashed potato with the nice butter, maybe twice baked potato. Yeah, feels good. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, as I mentioned, was 5 minutes long, and I'm pretty sure I put it on my favorite matches of 2026 because of what it did. That was a car crash come to life. That was King Kong and Godzilla just going at it. It did exactly what it was supposed to do in getting Oba over. And then you have Brock Lesnar retiring at the end to put a nice bow on it, to really show that it was the passing of the guard, as Oba being the next big thing.
Yeah, Obafemi rocks.
Obafemi rules.
Brock
The
Lesnar,
ruler.
on the other hand, I'm not gonna lie, happy to see him go.
You weren't around for the OG Brock Lesnar.
I mean, I
All
was.
right.
I remember NFL.
2002. That's not it.
That's how long my Brock Lesnar brain goes back, though. Brock Lesnar is one of those guys that transcended the WWE space.
Yes.
Like, people talked about him. But Brock Lesnar, the person, toodaloo.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, he's doing a hell of a job saving his image on those press tours, though.
Not lately, because of who he was posed with at WrestleMania.
Who'd he pose with at WrestleMania?
Some piece of shit white rapper that is like ultra right wing loser.
I don't even know.
I'll send it to you.
Do I know this rapper?
No. The only reason I know is because there's a YouTube short that I posted with me and Dom talking about the top 5 best rappers and like how Lil Wayne has influenced the rap community.
Yeah.
And people like started commenting this guy. I was like, who the fuck are they? And then I looked at him and I was like, oh, brother.
This guy stinks. Okay. All right, yeah, send him to me.
Yeah, not a great look for Brock in his first nice little appearance post-retirement.
I was just like, bro, there will never be another Brock Lesnar in WWE. And he is, I feel, he's gone. After Heyman's promo they cut on Monday, he made it very clear that Brock Lesnar is done with WWE, calling them out for having him in the now when he should be in the forever. That was very powerful.
Also, wasn't he like quasi part of the Vision?
Dude, like, all right, he wasn't part of the Vision. That was like, hey, the Vision has a problem. Let's call our guy. Like, they're allies, but like, he's not part of it. Like Brock Lesnar is not part of. Dude, Brock Lesnar does not need to be part of any faction. Brock Lesnar is his own thing.
I just remember that just now, like us post talking about the Vision, and I was like, wait,
yeah,
he like in the mix
because of Paul Heyman. It's very, you know what? It's giving like Don Callis family vibes.
Fair,
you know, they have 16 times the members at this point.
They're gonna have a show on TLC before we know it.
Honestly, the Don Callis family show on TBS would kind of go hard.
Don Callis plus 16.
Yeah, to be like, so they had like that show would be so funny. Family. Because you already have the built-in sibling rivalry of Okada and Takeshita, and then you have who's the other big name? Oh, Kyle Fletcher, who's like the golden child because he's the protostar, and then the random side characters. It's like cheaper by the dozen type shit. Oh. Yeah.
Cheaper by the Callus.
Book it, TLC. Make it happen. Yeah, that was all right. So that was the negatives. I'm glad we got all that out, KB. That was.
Yes.
I haven't.
Kind of stinky.
It was a stinky WrestleMania for
and
you.
Also,
for me,
like,
it was
the women's side very not memorable.
All right.
Which also kind of sucks because I feel like the women's side of WWE has had this like big boom, and the one like big thing was the pregnancy announcement.
That was very nice.
Like,
I did
awesome.
like that.
Kudos, congrats.
Mm-hmm.
But that felt like the moment from the women's side of things. Like, I get Becky won and like all, but like, was it memorable?
To me, it was like there's. Why I'm going to remember it is a certain thing. I don't know how to say it, but Becky that was quasi memorable in a way. You know, Becky Lynch won at WrestleMania. She's going to talk about it. Goes along. When it comes to Rhea winning against Jade, not really.
Yeah,
that
like
goes.
Rhea.
I love Rhea. I love Jade, but. That was Jade's best match in WWE by far, and it's not one that I'm going to go back rushing to go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
You know, and it does stink. It does stink to have that for the women's side, especially the tag team championship. I mean, all right, something for you. Thank you for sparking this. There is a memorable part of the women's side. The problem is that you're the casual and don't remember this, but Paige returns. Paige returned to WWE. It's not nothing for you. But Paige was instrumental in the women's revolution or evolution back in 2012, I'm pretty sure, with AJ Lee as champion. It wasn't AJ Lee who she was a contributing factor, but it was Paige in NXT that she really kickstarted it, and then that brought the ball rolling on the main roster for AJ Lee and the Bellas for two different reasons. And the give divas a chance hashtag that was trending. All these things, you know, were crucial in getting WWE to that status of the women being equal or even better than the men sometimes. And Paige is one of those people who got them there. So, you know, that was a memorable moment for her to come back. And I hope we see her wrestling on Raw or SmackDown very soon. You know, that's really it on the memorable side.
Yeah. And we haven't even talked about the whole Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Pat McAfee jelly roll of it all.
To be honest, I will say memorable for that. Cody Rhodes having one eye afterwards. That was the most disgusting image I've witnessed in a long time. Cody Rhodes stacking up he had the chest first with his pectoral when he tore that, the purple. He loves giving fans a grotesque image in the ring. He's a real showman. You didn't like that. You did not like the main event, I'm assuming. I did not either.
Yeah,
it was not.
It was bad. It felt forced, especially after like the whole scratched storyline came out with Aleister, what's his name?
Aleister Black. I wanted that so bad. That would have been
and like me as a casual who has
so good.
No idea who that is, just reading what it would have been, I was like, that fucks.
KB, if you find it, I'm gonna pray to the algorithm that it gets sent to you somehow, of Aleister Black vignettes from his AEW days when he was in the House of Black. That is a really cool character that if you brought over to SmackDown and let him do that style again, now having his wife be part of that collaboration, because now he's aligned with his wife on screen too. Dude, you could really build him up to be the dark, you know, mysterious cloud that looms over the brand. Because I believe every show needs one of those. And he could be that guy. He easily could be that guy. Yeah, that was sad. And I will say I did like, the only thing I liked about this match was the beginning of Jelly Roll putting Pat McAfee through a table. That was a perfect end to the celebrity involvement. It was the finish of Cody winning at the end. I did not like Cody winning this match. I wanted Randy to get the 15th and go on some sort of reign of terror as champion, you know, and they had the spot of McAfee coming down and doing a slow count of sorts. Didn't work. Randy RKO's him to really hit the nail in the coffin that it's over for McAfee in wrestling. And then you have Cody win the match. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not interested in seeing Cody Rhodes as champion right now. I want to see a reign of terror out of Randy Orton. I want to see him go back to, you know, 09 ways of sorts and have good feuds with some faces on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, it failed so miserably, and like, if you watched night one and that was your first introduction to wrestling, I don't blame you if you didn't turn night 2 on.
Wow, that's a bold statement of you. It's a very bold statement.
Like, that's how bad it was.
That's crazy. It was not. I don't think it was that bad. I just think it was so mid, and so overhyped
But that's the
for
thing.
what it was supposed to be.
That's
But
the
see,
thing.
that's it. You don't have the
It's-
sample size like I do with
no,
these
like-
past wrestling shows.
This is what I'm trying to say as a casual fan who's like trying to just learn, obviously for this show, but just the ecosystem of everything. This is your all the world's a stage. This is our grand, entryway for everyone out there to watch. People who don't watch year round, they watch this. If
Mhm.
that's the product you're putting out, that is an abject failure. Like, I get you have the background, so you appreciate a lot more things. People who are diehard wrestling fans appreciate a lot more of what happened night 1, night 2.
Mhm.
If you watch night 1 and you're in my boots, it's the first time you're watching a WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and that's what you get, I'm like, why do you watch this?
But they come back. They still come back. It doesn't matter. They will still come
I
back.
don't know if there will be people that watch for the first time that come back.
I'm telling you, they do. They always come back.
It was that bad that I muted the WWE account
That's
on
tough.
Twitter. I was just like, yeah, I'm out.
I think Fightful muted them for me with my my notifications.
It was so
That's
disappointing's not even the word, because it was beyond disappointing. And they don't have the right people in the writer's room. They don't have the right people doing the business side of things. TKO sucks. And they are in a very wonky spot right now. I get wrestling as a whole is hot. WWE is stonks down.
It is. I still have to listen to my boys at Wrestle Talk about I want to hear their thoughts about it, because they're right. It's not. It is a really stale product right now, and it's tough when you come off of WrestleMania and now you have to build up a show for Backlash. In 2 weeks, you have Backlash.
Fitting name for your next show. After
It better, and that's they got to come back with a strong show.
And if they don't, good luck.
They will. It's WWE. They will somehow, some way. I don't know how, but they will. So
that was this WrestleMania was like the Eternals of the MCU.
I mean, that's ironic because that's the one MCU movie I watched and fell asleep through, and this was the one show that I've watched all year and not fallen asleep through because of tired.
It was there was some moments. There was some good characterization in Eternals, but overall, bad movie. There's 1.5 moments overall. Bad show.
They'll be better. They will be. It's gonna.
I don't know, Pitts.
I gotta be hopeful.
We're only
I gotta be fucking hopeful.
Of the MCU.
Dude, I gotta be hopeful.
We gotta get all the way to Doomsday.
Well, because that's the thing. They got other people. You got other things to look forward to on the card. All right, Finn Balor's back to being Finn Balor. Sol Ruka's on the main roster. We have All Ego is all Monday Night Raw. And then we haven't, when this show is released, we have SmackDown. We got more debuts on the main roster coming up. I don't know if you heard this, but NXT champion Tony D'Angelo received a box with Chinese or Japanese lettering on it. That could signal that we could have a new signing down there too. So there's always, the WWE is just a world where you can go down multiple roads. You want to go down the road that's not so hot? Go for it. Yell at the clouds. You want to go find out what's entertaining and on the rise? Go down the other path.
As somebody who got into WWE full send 2.5, 3 years ago, I'm just I've never been more out. And that's WWE. I'm just saying.
Well, that's obviously it's really tough, but
it's
you have
bad. Like,
yeah,
there's
and
there are
that's the
very
beauty.
few things that like I enjoy about the WWE product right now.
Oof. Okay, this might help. This might help make you want to like the WWE product. Guess who's one of the coaches on this season's WWE LFG?
The corpse of Hulk Hogan.
No, someone cool, like someone awesome, someone like awesome. Who would say it? Yeah, you know it. Kevin fucking Owens, man. My guy.
No offense, that does nothing for me.
Well, you know what, KB? I got two words for you.
Me in the...
All right, I
get
they're going to
guy.
back. That is my guy. That's my guy. He's back. They got, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here. Let us know what your thoughts are. I want to hear if you feel as strongly as KB when it comes to the state of WWE. To do so, go to speakpipe.com/official house show to leave us your thoughts about the nonsense that went down at WrestleMania.
Patty Pitch, you know what I should have done for WrestleMania?
What should have you done?
New sponsor alert. I should have switched with NordVPN over to the European broadcast.
You should have.
NordVPN, new partner of the house show, new partner of Underground Industries. NordVPN service allows you to connect to over 6,000 servers in 110 plus countries. It secures your internet data with military-grade encryption and ensures your web activity remains private and helps bypass geographic content restrictions online. Say you want to watch something on Netflix, and it's not available in the US, but it's available in Europe. You can switch with NordVPN over to being on European Netflix. You can switch over to being on European Paramount Plus. You can switch over to anywhere in the world and watch things that are available to you. Use our link in the description. Sign up for NordVPN. It is quite literally like one of the most affordable things, and it gives you access to so much. Just looking at pricing right now, it's a no-brainer, Patty Pitts. You can get the prime level of NordVPN plus 3 extra months for $6.99 a month.
It's
nothing.
In this economy, that's a great deal. I got to jump on that.
It's incredible. You get 1 terabyte of cloud storage on there as well. $6.99 a month. Plans starting as low as $309 per month. Use the link in the description. Get started with NordVPN and make sure that you're able to access all the content and be able to have your internet protected with our friends at NordVPN. New sponsor alert.
Shout out to NordVPN. I have to get up for a second because we got to hydrate, KB. I got to hydrate myself.
Hydration is key, Patty Pitts. Hydration is key.
I need to hydrate myself a lot during that show on Saturday. I needed to hydrate so much because stay awake. I didn't even need to stay awake. But yeah, so that was WrestleMania that happened, and we have our thoughts and feelings about it. So you're not excited for anything that's in the pipeline with that coming up?
What outside of Vogafemi and like they took the title from my guy.
I know CM Punk. That was tough. I didn't like that. I did not like that at all.
Roman
you know what?
Reigns, Roman Reigns is gonna go on a 6-month vacation now.
He said he's back.
Sure.
He said he's back.
Sure. I'm the king of Switzerland.
Congrats. This is something I wanted to bring up on the house show from the WrestleMania weekend. Something that pissed me off that wasn't the show. Are the fan interactions with these wrestlers that it was reported, I think WrestleVotes said it, that the security for WrestleMania by the hotel was laughable by, standards, that Superstars cited that there was not enough security when asking, what security, in a joking manner. And this is a real problem that's going on in, the wrestling world are these fans that do not respect the personal space of these wrestlers. It's ridiculous. And the moment that sticks out to me is the interaction with the fan and going up to Bailey and AJ Lee hugging, having a personal moment in the hotel, and he's sticking his phone in their face. Bailey puts her hand in the middle, and then CM Punk comes over and slams the phone down. That's all that happened. Slam the phone down, and then security finally steps in and kicks the guy out. It was reported the guy said that he lost his job. He was fired from his job because of this video. And, I don't wish that anyone should be fired from their job, but this type of behavior does not show someone of mental stability in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, this is just ridiculous to be, that obtuse to personal space. And I lost my thought, but point is just like, you can't be doing this to wrestlers anymore. Like, just know the space. Like, that really irks me, when we see this, because it's so messed up how the wrestling fans that do that type of shit treat them, and all constantly mob them. And, just because it's easy for them to go up to them and walk them doesn't mean you should. I mean, when you see, related to you, KB, like an Eagles player out in Philly, like, you're going to go mob them and ruin their night at dinner? No, you're going to find an opportunity where it's appropriate to go up to them, say, hi, really cool to see you and meet you. If they're okay with a picture, you ask, you don't do it, and then you feel it out and let them enjoy their evening. You do not sit there and bother them all night. They are humans too. All right. Just because you see them on TV and they're these, larger than life characters doesn't give you the right to go up to them and treat them, with disrespect. So that really irked me. And, that really pissed me off to see that over the weekend.
Yeah, just overall not a great weekend for WWE as a whole.
I think we might start having to get you on the AEW bandwagon. Because
If AEW wants to work with this show,
I would TK. I would love to talk to Tony Khan about that, because AEW is on the rise, and what they are doing is it's so good right now with the wrestling that they have. That's more wrestling, KB. That's hard hitting action. That's like, it's not sports entertainment for sure. So I would love to do something with them. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of what else we got to bring up in the house. Oh, you know what we do got to bring up? Some house notes. Is
some housekeeping, if you will.
Some housekeeping, if you will.
Housekeeping.
We need to find our way to a Stash Club Wrestling title shot. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we need
clip
to.
Went out this week.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you see Jimmy's Instagram story with that?
Hilarious.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I was ready. I'll be the chicken shit heel in this case. I don't care. I watched
Jimmy. You and I are on great terms, my friend. This is between you and Pat. This does not include me.
See, it's not even between Jimmy. That's the thing. It has nothing to do with, because I was watching along before Jimmy even came to the equation. And I was beating these guys.
Stash Club, you see the facial hair. This is I'm in the clear. I am a neutral party here.
You guys stay on my side. You gotta be
Hey.
You're in this tag team. Let's go.
I'm not burning bridges.
We're not burning any bridges. I just want to get my opportunity. I just want to get my opportunity at the title.
Although I would love to see Jimmy come here and do a wiki race.
That's my
head-to-head wiki race would be electric.
You see, yeah, he thinks he's the king of wrestling quizzes. We'll get on Wikipedia and let's go with the Captain Nonsense thrives the most. And that is Wikipedia races. How fast can you get from planet Earth to pro wrestling? And thank God to El Santo, we did it in record time.
El Santo.
I want to see it happen.
There's another one too. That episode hasn't come out yet, but
El Santo has not.
No, El Santo did.
That's what I thought. Okay.
The next one that comes out, we broke the El Santo record. Spoiler alert. With where WrestleMania is going next.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That, and we broke El Santo twice on the next episode.
Okay.
One of them is a very hysterical way we broke it too.
Oh, amazing. Okay. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else need to bring to the table in the house? Any housekeeping notes? Anything to look forward to? I got to watch AEW Dynamite. I was a Red Sox fan last night and not a wrestling fan, and boy, howdy, was that a mistake. So we are behind.
You could be a Phillies fan right now.
I can't believe we're in the same boat.
It's fucking abysmal.
What's going on in Philly?
I don't fucking know, man. I wish I had the answer. The Flyers are up 3-0 on the Penguins. That's what's going on in Philly.
Yeah, see, that's your issue. That the Flyers are taking the Phillies' magic.
They can take it right now because the way the Phillies are playing is just absolutely abysmal.
I mean, your team's hitting at least.
No, they're not. That's the problem.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh.
We're not hitting. We're not pitching. We're 8-17, Pat.
Yeah. Oh, that's worse than us, I think. I think we have
9
9
games
wins.
under 500.
Well, it's April.
We're also in a division with the Braves, who are just absolutely steamrolling everyone. And the National League is the most competitive shit ever. Every team in the NL Central is above 500. The Dodgers, Padres, and Diamondbacks are all above 500.
Oh,
It's not fun.
Just keep digging that hole, man. Just keep digging that hole.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf right now, the way I'm digging these holes.
Dig it up, dig it. Dig it up,
ARMP to the
T.
What is that? You smelling? Dog, that's me.
It's me.
I don't take showers and I don't brush my teeth because all I do is dig holes, eat, and sleep.
Dude,
that's what the Phillies are doing right now. Their armpit. Armpit.
Right here. Trust me, I know what stink is like. It's my name. So
someone for the Phillies from the Phillies and from fucking WWE Creative needs to carry Madame Zeroni up the fucking mountain so we can stop being cursed for all eternity.
Dude, you got to get Danhausen. He's the man of curses. He just uncursed the Mets. That's not good in your favor, though.
No,
that doesn't help anybody in the underground. But all right. So this is what you do: you pay him $20 human, and then he curses them again.
$1,000.
Yeah, human monies. He likes human monies. He's in a good mood right now because he got his blimp. You didn't mention if that was a bad note of WrestleMania, so I'm gonna take that as you like that of WrestleMania. That Danhausen got a blimp. He got his own Blimphausen. It was great.
Saw John Cena again.
He saw John Cena again. He punched Miz in his Ballshausen. Like it was, and then the oh my god, the little Danhausens.
The all Hausen of it all, saying Hausen after everything, just reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob where it's like I don't.
It's very much
your accent.
Very much that. Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm trying to get the next bus to Bikini Bottom. Oh. Why didn't you say so?
It's very much so.
The listeners
like that.
Love that into the microphone.
Yeah, imagine driving your car, listen to us, and you should. What the? Is that you?
Sorry, subwoofer.
Danhausen was cool at WrestleMania. AEW is on the rise. I got to watch that after this because I have no interest in the NFL draft. And actually, TNA's on in 5 minutes. We might watch that.
In the NFL draft.
What's your? I mean, why? You guys are good.
Yeah, but I want to see who we take. 1, 2. I want
Okay,
to see
that's
more
fair.
of this Vrabel Rossini stuff unfold.
Oh, I don't need to watch that. I
It's
just
like
go
all
to
my
Twitter.
children.
No, it's dead ass pro wrestling. It's sports entertainment.
It's a fucking tele NFL ovella.
That's a lot of consonants.
No vowels. No Vrabels.
There's no variables.
Just Rossini's. Maybe this is why Jimmy's not a Patriots fan.
What do you mean the
Rossini,
Cowboys?
the Rossini of it all. He's got his own problems.
What do you mean, Jimmy from the Q? The Cowboys are not America's holiest team. All right.
Oh, they got lots of holes. They're a bad football team. Pause. But also, Patriots in this situation also have lots of holes.
It's tough.
Allegedly.
It's alleged. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. Dude, tough.
It all
It's
comes
tough,
back to
man.
Tom Brady.
I'm gonna let you know right now. I think if Tom Brady didn't leave in 2020, there would be no such thing as COVID. None of this would have happened. We would have if he just stayed a Patriot and he just ran out his career. COVID would have been the
Johnny
flu.
Cash. I fell into a burning ring of fire.
That's Tampa's hot, exactly. So like if he just stayed in New England, we wouldn't have had any of
Could you
this
imagine if
happen.
you guys just kept Gerard Mayo?
I would rather my head coach cheat and get us almost to the Super Bowl
Yeah, but
than
I mean,
have
not the
Gerard
first time
Mayo.
the Patriots have cheated, so.
Yeah. And we made it to Super Bowls. In the words of Eddie Guerrero, you gotta lie, cheat, and steal. Come on.
Yeah,
Viva la raza, baby.
Vrabel has stolen and cheated. And apparently lied a little bit.
He's lying a lot of it. Let's be real.
He's going to counseling on day 3 of the draft. Be
The
so
amount of-
fucking for real.
Dude, the amount of Sopranos memes of him in therapy that I've seen on Twitter, dude, I can't get away from it. I'm in a burning ring of fire of Vrabel and Rossini files. Oh, it's out here crazy.
Where do you think Diana Rossini deleted her Twitter? Where do you think she's going to break the news of who the Patriots picked tonight?
Truth Social.
She doesn't tell the truth.
That's the that's the irony of it all. That's the Rossini of it all.
Oh, she's gonna post it on Reddit. You just go down every rabbit hole.
Do you want? I think I've asked you this before. Which is like Smosh Reddit stories. You obviously know what
I know
that
they
is.
are. I've never.
You know what they are. She does her own Reddit story. Am I the asshole for almost getting this NFL head coach fired?
Female. 40.
I 41 female.
How old is she? Let's see.
Yeah, how I'm gonna say in her early 40s.
43. Hi.
All right.
Female, 43. Engaged in a secret affair with
An alleged
male.
NFL hook male. Yeah, what is he? I think he's early.
50.
I think. Yeah, that's.
Am I the asshole for resigning
And-
from my job and him having to go to therapy? And then deleting my Twitter account.
That would be a hell of a Reddit story. That would be a really good Reddit
I can't
story.
wait for this movie to come out on Netflix and Kevin James is Mike Vrabel.
That's rude. Why am I picturing it though? Like that's the thing. Like I am like vividly picturing Kevin James killing it in the role as
more
Mike
like
Vrabel.
Vrabel than he is Sean Payton, like he was in the Saints movie.
Yeah, he has way more personality than Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton also looks like a turtle.
He does in a way.
Sean Payton walks up to the NFL coaches picture every year at the owners meeting. Am I turtley enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle.
Looks like Yertle
Turtle.
and Turtle.
Turtle.
You can make turtle
Ugh.
soup out of Sean Payton.
No. Never had it before.
Neither have I. No, don't intend to either.
I do not intend to either. Yeah, if that's all we got here, we're going to close up shop and we'll be back next week for another edition of the house show.
Drop kicked. I'm sure you rated this WrestleMania, or you will be. What's your score?
Oh, 2.5
Out
stars.
of 5.
Yeah, 2.5 stars.
What's your scale out of 100?
I go like a 37. Like it wasn't. Yeah, it was like, and they're worse. I can rant
Is this
about
top
worse.
10 worst?
Oh, let's go 9. In no particular order, just because top 10.
Just
9, 27, 36. I said 27. 29 was. Oh, it's slowly. Oh, WrestleMania 11's terrible, dude. Like you want to talk about the celebrity involvement in that? I already talked about it here in the house, but dude, Lawrence Taylor main evented WrestleMania 11. Like, come on. I'd probably go WrestleMania 12 for my own, because like that's a nothing WrestleMania to me. It's just the Iron Man match. I mean, those early WrestleManias, I would say WrestleMania 4, when it's just one giant tournament, that's worse than this, 100%. WrestleMania 5 was okay. I gotta remember these main events a little bit more. See, the early thing about the early WrestleManias is that they're not. I would put them as in my bottom top 10 of all of them, because they're just older and you only remember for the one match, which I think I just foot
this
in mouth.
WrestleMania, you're
Which
almost
yeah,
kind of only remember.
no,
for
no,
one
yeah,
match.
I'm taking my foot out. I'm taking my foot out of my mouth. Yeah, no, I would put it in like, dude, but 41 sucked. I did not like 41 at all.
And
And I would put that worse. No, 41 was so much worse than this one. The only thing that 41 had was the Weeknd getting his last WrestleMania theme song, like the 5 in a row or something, until Travis Scott. And the day that, no, I would put that. I would, no, yeah, it would be bottom 10. But there's so much more. I feel like I'm missing. Like 24 was good. 6 was okay. I heard the 27 was god awful. Yeah, I think it would be at the moment until I can think of more. But yeah, it would be in bottom 10. I mean, can't think of anything else. But I mean, yeah, I should do a letterbox. I should do a letterbox.
41, we had the triple threat at least.
Yeah, that was it though. And that wasn't even like, that wasn't in my eyes awesome. Like, it was a great match, but I did not like how Paul sided with Seth. I initially it turned out well, but don't like it. And then
41, we had Joe Hendry.
I forgot about Joe Hendry. I did forget. I still didn't like.
You had Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental.
He lost to Dirty Dom.
I know, but it was like him versus Penta, Finn, and Dom.
I don't know. No, I'm sticking with my
Stone
story.
Cold Steve Austin showed up.
And yeah, he showed up and drove into the barricade. That was cool. Yeah.
At least we had John Cena still wrestling.
That was terrible. That was like, I really felt like I was in like 1980 watching a heel work. It was so boring and dry. Like that shit you see in wrestling school.
Bad. That was like dry chicken.
Yeah, you want to talk about unseasoned food? Holy shit, that was just grilled chicken, no salt, pepper. Terrible. Awful. So yeah, am I wrong? It is
on commentary for WrestleMania last year, where he's actually
that's where he belongs. It's where he belongs. If you disagree or believe that this year's WrestleMania was a bottom 10 WrestleMania, let us know. Speakpipe.com/official house show to let us know your thoughts about WrestleMania and what you're expecting for Backlash. Will it be a better show? Are you actually interested in it? Or like KB, turned off by the product at the moment a little bit? Let us know. Speakpipe.com/official house show. And yeah, that's all I got to talk about wrestling, because I need to go catch up on it, watch the other promotions to make me happy and get the spirit back, get the feeling back. Watch those. Can watch my shit and get back into feeling that feeling. And in the meantime, you can hit that subscribe button and bell notification to know every time that we go live. And then follow us on all social media platforms, on X, Twitter, Real House Show, and on Instagram and TikTok at Official House Show. Go check us out there for clips from the show.
Please
and
subscribe on Apple and Spotify.
Go subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Leave us a 5-star rating, and YouTube. Go subscribe all those places, please, because you guys are the driving force behind this show. All right, give me your questions. I will debate them. All right, you saw KB get fired up. I want to see you get fired up, and give me a topic to debate you and question about, because I got feelings. You just got to drag them out. So, follow me on Twitter or all social medias as well. PADDYPITTS, Patty Pitts, on all social medias. And follow KB, KBIZL311 on Twitter, and KBIZLLE11 on Instagram. Look at me getting it right. Look at that. Big things popping, little shit stopping. Moving forward into the week. And get it ready for SmackDown. Oh, yeah, SmackDown's on Friday. Definitely have thoughts about that. Where's the last place to find us? That is speakpipe.com/official house show to leave me any thoughts. So let's shut the lights down. Closing time is playing in the background. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. Remember that you can do it. All you got to do is try.